I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com.
What's poppin', y'all? DDG's in the news again, and it somewhat involves music, but we're gonna have to get into that to the end. But this all started several months ago. If you guys recall, when Kai Cenat was doing his Mafiathon 2, which is a big marathon Kai Cenat does where people sub and it extends the term of the stream. So, alright, he did it for 30 days. One of the visitors was DDG, and he brought Halo. Halo is DDG's infant son. The child has become a meme. People show this photo of him like staring big open with his eyes. But that's the baby that DDG had with Halle Bailey, who is the sister of Chloe Bailey, who were supposed to be the runner-up or proteges of Beyonce, which didn't turn out too hot for them. Like, they were very successful in their own right, but they're not the superstars that they were set to be when they were first unveiled to us maybe 5 or so years ago. I think that was the timeline. Regardless, after Kai Cenat was on Mafiathon with Halo, DDG's baby mother, Halle Bailey, went out and said, "Oh, you're putting my kid out there, this and that." And a lot of people came for DDG, especially young women. And now DDG has come to fight back, and DDG took his wounds back then. This time, though, it's different. So he came out on Twitter and said, "Been fighting to see my son for months now. Shout out to all the dads who try their best to be there. This stuff sucks." And then he had enough. So he went on his live stream, which he's, I would say, a full-time live streamer now. Full-time live streamer, full-time rapper, also part-time YouTuber. The guy does it all in terms of content. So I'm going to play you guys the first clip where he's talking about not being able to see his son.
Every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. Or I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me? Like it don't have nothing to do with me working, by the way. I'm not gonna air out her business, but me and her has not been together for a long time. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's been going on for a minute where I just never got on the internet and said nothing. I mean, I might like throw like little subliminals or some shit like that, but it's like, bro, like, I don't want to get on the internet, because at the end of the day, you know, this is something that can really like fuck with him. But I'm really just coming on this motherfucker as just a dad that really don't know what to do at this point. I've been dealing with this shit since he's been born, damn near. It's like I really feel like I'm a fucking nanny at this point. The nanny has been able to have my son more than me. Who her is, who she fucking filming movies with, I don't give a fuck. I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she know that's the only way I get frustrated. That's the only way she can get under my skin, because I don't care what she does. We haven't been together. This might be a curveball to a lot of people, but me and her has not been together for a long time. A long time. Before that post, we've been not really together. We probably was on and off for a little bit. That's it. But further than that, we has not been together. This is the only thing that can bother me is with my son. Yeah, know I don't even bring her name up when I get on live. I get on live, I call her the mother of my child. I call her this and that, nothing but be respectful. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not finna sit here and get bullied behind closed doors over my son and I can't see him. Just not doing it, bro. But now I understand. Like, I always said little shit on the internet like, I don't see how dads can't be in they son life and this and that. It be the mom, bro. It don't even be the dads for real. Like, the dads want to be there, but if the mom don't want you to be there, you can't be there.
So there you guys heard that. It's clear. DDG, I don't think he gives a rat's behind what Halle Bailey is getting up to. I genuinely, the guy he's moved on. He's hanging out with other chicks. The guy's clouded. He's got the juice. He's young, he's talented, I think he's genuinely just interested, because he would do a lot of weird stuff if he was jealous of her or didn't want anybody else talking to her. But in the next clip, he goes on to say that he feels like he's relevant relegated to being a second parent despite wanting to actively be in his kid's life. And in this scenario, he talks about that he got kicked out of the house, which I don't know, if you're going to a house, how do you get kicked out? Maybe he just wasn't let in and that's how he described it. But there's a second clip.
And I hate that every time I got something going good, it's always some type of drama, something going on in my life. I've been doing really good. I've been keeping my head down, just working, waking up every day, working, dealing with this shit on the same breath. Nobody will really know. And she got this fucking golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple. The shit that's said to me is so, if niggas heard it, it's on some leave us alone type shit. I'm like, bro, like, now I can see if no nigga in the world can tell me that I'm a deadbeat or a bad dad. No nigga in the world can ever say that to me. If my son can talk, he'll tell you my pops is the realest nigga ever. This nigga fuck with me. I wish I can be around him more. I don't get the chance to, bro. It's not cool. Like, it's like, all right, I have never took my son out of the state before. Never been able to. I don't have permission. Like, it's like I have a fucking second mom. Like, I gotta ask my second mom, hey, can I take my son? Can I take our son somewhere? But if she wanna get up and leave the country and leave the state, I get no say so whatsoever. I can't say one word because she tell me that she the primary parent. Like, it's like, bro, the shit not cool, bro.
And in the third clip, he reveals that he barely ever gets to see his son, talking about the maximum time that he saw him is, you won't even guess this.
Out there, every time I'm there, he got a smile on his face. He happy to see me, but he only can see me for no more than 48 hours. I haven't had to have my son to myself for longer than 72 hours. Max. He's getting picked up, taken away. I can't come get him, whatever. Like, it's like, I don't know what to do at this point. I genuinely don't know what to do. And it's like,
so there's all of that. People began to give their opinions on the situation. A lot of people were siding with DDG. And I can understand where DDG's coming from. You're probably asking, where the hell's the music coming from? Well, the music's going to come soon. So what happens next is Halle Bailey is forced to respond to this. So she responds on Snapchat unprompted and she says, oh, hey guys, this is a reason why I haven't been posting on Snap. Come on, nobody's asking you why you haven't been posting on Snap. She hadn't been posting for who knows how many days, and she comes out now after all the heat is on her from DDG, and it's likely DDG's fans spamming her comment section or people that just want to get messy spamming her comment section, and now she feels like she's got to give this PR response. Well, I'm not saying PR response in the sense that she's not really sick or she's lying, but she's got to make things seem like they're okay from her end and she's unbothered when it's evident that she is trying to hold something over on DDG.
Good morning, Snap. I just want to come on here and tell you guys why I'm not posting. Me and Halo are very sick. We have RSV and we do not feel good at all. So sorry I haven't been posting snaps, but I've just been using all my energy to take care of my baby and myself. Any mommies have any tips for this cold? We both have fevers on and off. We went to the doctor yesterday. She gave us medicine. She just told us to rest, lots of fluids and everything. But any other tips would be welcome and needed. I love you guys.
And then people began to ask DDG, like, yo, why don't you just take her to court? Demand some more time for your kid. And DDG has this to say.
Want to is because it's going to get extremely messy and it don't have to happen. And it's going to get to a point where I think it's in like her best interest to not want to go to court either, when we can just have a clear understanding. All right, cool. Like, I want to pick my son up, take him to dinner. If you really want him, I'll bring him right back. It's not a problem. We go to court, the judge gonna give me some time. And when I got the time, nigga, I'm gonna do whatever I want with my son. When y'all see me streaming with girls and shit, y'all don't never see my son around, do you? I would never do that, ever. My content has nothing to do with me being a father. I purposely separate him from any of that. Y'all would never see any, like, I don't give a fuck if I'm dating a girl. You're not meeting my son. That's just how I am. That's disrespectful. I would never let that happen. So I always separate him from that. But I don't want to go to court because it's going to make her unhappy. Because I'm going to ain't gonna be no, oh, I'm not getting no public defender. You feel me? I don't want to do that. And then the judge be like, oh, we see, nigga, you a great ass dad. We never see this from black folks. This is a rarity. Get this the whole summer. Now what? Like, we don't need that. When we can just be like, all right, cool. We get cool. Everything's smooth. Boom. It ain't even got to be that. That's the reason I don't want to go to court. But it is what it is, man. That's the life. That's the real life behind the entertainment, the content. I really don't care what nobody have to say. Half the people that was speaking on my situation in a negative way don't even have kids. They don't have kids. I seen there was a lot of people that don't even like, you know, it's a lot of niggas that's not even like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I ain't trying to get canceled. But you niggas ain't gonna have kids. So how can y'all speak on my situation? I don't understand. Like, I just didn't understand it. It's like, I get y'all fans and stuff, but y'all are making it worse by being irrational. Like,
And this is where I gave my take, which is the following on Twitter X. The truth is, there are certain people that love drama, and DDG is one of them. He doesn't want solutions, he wants to vent for content. And this is where the music comes in too, because DDG previewed a song that he said he made a year ago called Don't Take My Son. I can't play you guys the song, obviously for copyright reasons, but he had a picture of his son and then the music playing. The reason why I said what I said is when you're DDG and your entire adult life, really since 18 years old, has been vlogging, and it's not just vlogging or doing content creation, but your life is the content, you start to blur the lines between family or what's personal and what's public. And I think this began initially with his relationship. So this is a situation DDG could have found himself in. He could have found himself seriously dating a woman that wasn't famous, right? Maybe she wanted DDG for clout. And if she's not famous, she's more incentivized to screw DDG over, to get attention off of him, to try to paint him in a bad way because people don't know anything about her. So what I'm guessing is DDG thought to himself, not only would Halle Bailey assist in his celebrity, which she did, she elevated him as a celebrity, although people could say it's negative because the majority of Halle Bailey's fans and the narrative surrounding that relationship was, damn girl, like you're with DDG, he's terrible for you, he makes you look bad, you could do better, you could have this other guy or this other guy. And she was sticking with him for a very long time. We don't know the details of their relationship, why they broke up. Frankly, we shouldn't really care. But DDG, I think he looked at that relationship and said, okay, she's famous, she's more famous than me, she's got more to lose than me, there's no way she would pull some nonsense on me, I think I'm safer here. Which is a pretty logical line of thinking. I can't disagree with that. However, he ended up finding the hard way. My take is there should never, and what I'm saying is I think DDG's career and his content came in line, and probably first or second in line, when considering that relationship and said, man, this is going to be great for content. Same thing with his kid. It's like, oh man, my kid's going to be great for content. I'm not saying DDG doesn't love his kid. I don't want to, let me be very clear here. I don't want to say anything that can be seen as disrespectful, especially towards someone's child. We're not getting Stephen A. missed. We're going to talk about that in a different video. Stephen A. was not being disrespectful. Stephen A. got punked. It was wild. Let's just say that. What I'm saying is DDG, and I have a completely separate philosophy on this. My philosophy is the kids stay off the internet in every capacity. Like there's no family photos. Your mom or your dad, they can come and see the kid in person. There's no sharing this photos on WhatsApp. You guys do not know how many weirdos there are on the internet. Just posting your kid on Instagram, you think, oh, it's happy-go-lucky. No, you don't know what's going on. So that's my philosophy. And some people may consider that extreme. It is what it is. But DDG, he has not only publicized his child, but he's had him as part of the content. But when the content is your life, like DDG, and you're streaming hours upon hours a day, and if Halle disagrees with that, then you sort of can't see your kid unless you want to get time away from streaming. And that's what DDG was doing. So he was going to cut time away from streaming to spend time with his kid who was sick, and then she makes sure that he doesn't go there. And he's going to be living a hell for the rest of his existence if he wants to care about this kid. And this is the ironic thing. The only way to win in this situation, if you're DDG or anybody like him, is to abandon the kid. Is to say, all right, F that kid and F you, and I'm going to do whatever I want. And maybe I might mess around and have another kid. Because as long as she knows that he loves that kid and wants to see that kid, that will be a weapon that she can use against him. I'm not saying she's using it against him right now, although it most certainly looks like that. But that's really, it's an unwinnable situation unless you actually want to become a quote unquote deadbeat. But are you really a deadbeat if you're forced out of your kid's life? I don't know. These are questions that need answers. I don't got kids, so I cannot say or cast judgment on what's going on there. But I think Cardi is doing the opposite of what DDG is doing. I don't think Cardi's begging for visitation. I think Cardi's like, all right, is the kid around? All right, it's time for the yearly photo op before the album drops. All right, see y'all later. Whilst Iggy Azalea continues to watch that kid and block Tory Lanez on Instagram. But let me know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you feel bad for DDG? You could see the pain that he's going through. But I do think DDG likes drama. If the girl was calm and there wasn't arguments and there wasn't this storyline, I think DDG would be bored. So I do think that he knew that it would be dangerous to potentially have a kid with her, but he just took that risk anyway, which people take worse risks every day. Like I said, let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.
Go to helloyassine.com and I'll see y'all on the next one.
Thank you for watching. Peace.